Oh yeah, I get so excited this time of year because the end of July and early August means it's peach season right here in Colorado. Now, in fact, we just saw Danny eating that yummy peach compote. Plus, there's a few orchards on the western slope that are in the middle of harvesting. Here's my conversation with Charlie Talbott from one of the orchards at Talbott Farms up in Palisade in our next installment of Rhymes with Orange series. Well, Charlie, it's good to have you. Tell us all about Talbott Farms.
Well, that's a long story, but the short version is my great-great-grandfather moved to Palisade out of the Midwest in 1907. He convinced his son to bring his family out, and my grandfather, Talbott, married a peach grower's daughter and started Talbott Farms, and that would have been back in the early 1940s. So we're here now today, I guess 5th generation farmers, and our kids are coming along to be the 6th.
That is incredible. To maintain something that long is truly unique. Now, why do you think Colorado is such a good place to grow peaches?
We're well suited. We're situated at the very east end of the Colorado Plateau. We're right where Southwest Desert meets Colorado Rocky Mountain Alpine, and we're very arid. Our high altitude arid climate is perfect for conditions for raising peaches. People might think that the high temperatures are not great, but they are. The sweet spot, pun intended, is that we have such cool nights in our arid climate that we flavor them and mature them throughout the day and then retain them with those cool nights throughout the night.
Oh my goodness, and there's nothing better than a delicious peach. Now, let's talk about time of year, because this time of year is actually harvest time. Is that correct? And why is that, Charlie?
That is correct. The peach has a seasonality. We're working all year. We're pruning throughout the winter time, and then in the spring we're thinning the fruit out so that we only keep the best and allow the tree to size the fruit correctly. But then we raise numerous varieties because each variety will harvest over about a 10 to 12 day period. So we have early varieties, next tier varieties, mid-season varieties, and late varieties, but really the best of the best start about mid-July, and then we'll just keep staggering through these various varieties until we finish the 3rd week of September, maybe the last week of September.
That is so interesting. Now, there's a lot that goes into harvesting. Can you walk us through that process?
Yeah, as I said earlier, with the pruning and the thinning, there is so much in a peach orchard that is done by hand. It's got to be done surgically, strategically. It's not something that can be mechanized. When we get to harvest time, every branch of every tree will be viewed 3 to 7 times depending on the variety, and we'll go through on a 2 or 3 day rotation and pick only what's ready that day off of that tree. And so, as you can imagine, there's a lot of crews covering a lot of rows of trees throughout the whole of the harvest period, only picking what's ready that day.
Got it. It sounds like there's so many people involved in this wonderful process. Well, how long does the crop last?
We'll be from mid-July through almost the end of September. We think we're going to finish around the 27th or 8th of September this year.
Okay, now are peaches a year-long thing? When is the right time or the best time to get like the best peach? I've actually asked myself this question so many times.
Yeah, they're not. You have to get them, unless you freeze them, unless you dry them, unless you preserve them in some way. August is really our peach month, but August and September are probably peak peach time for the Colorado peach.
For the Colorado peach, see, that's good to know. August and September, there's no better feeling than biting into a soft, delicious peach. Oh my goodness. Okay, any other advice for this time of year, Charlie, as we head into the perfect time for peaches?
I'd say the neat thing about the peaches coming out of this area is there's a lot of growers and a lot of different delivery procedures or processes for getting them out there. So they're going to be all over the Front Range and fruit stands. They're going to be in all the major retailers. Just no matter what your preference is, you're going to be able to find these peaches.
Oh, I can't wait. And one more question. What is your favorite recipe for these peaches?
My favorite is to eat that peach, that sloppy, ripe, juicy peach straight off the tree. That's my absolute favorite. My second, I guess, would be to pour a little cream on top of a bowl of sliced peaches.
Well, you can't go wrong with that, or some peach cobbler sounds good too. Charlie, thank you so much for being with us today.
You bet. Thank you, and enjoy your Palisade peaches.
Yum, and you can check your local retailers for those Talbott Farms peaches. You can also learn more at talbottfarms.com. We'll be right back.